It's 6 o'clock. The village board meeting will come to order. Go ahead and call the roll.
Bates,
Here.
Holman,
Here.
Gadsdorf,
Here.
Benjamin,
Here.
Meyer,
Here.
Cardina,
Here.
Tarts.
Here.
Consent agenda. All we have on there is the minutes from February 20th. Is there
I'll make a
motion?
motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
I heard Brad. Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Any communications?
None.
None. Committee reports, building board.
Building board met at 5:45 this evening and approved 2 sign permits for one is at EZ Nails, 12601 West Hampton. The other was for Total Industrial Air at 12855 West Silver Spring Drive. End of report.
Thank you. Community events.
Community Events Committee met last week, Wednesday, to review and recap our February bingo, in which we saw record attendance for both the first and the second sessions. We talked about our action plan for the coming breakfast with the Easter Bunny. We did note, Ben, that there is a discrepancy between the flyer that the Village Hall is putting out and ours. You have us going from 8 until 11:30, and we have us going from 8:30 to 11:30.
Which is it?
It's 8:30 to 11:30. Yeah, the Easter Bunny's on a tight schedule this year. And then just to recap, this last week's bingo, we had 85 people attend for our first session, which is significantly less than February. But it's also on an off week. And then in our second session, we had 67, which we saw was also down from February. But again, it's our January catch-up bingo, the first weekend in March. Other than that, everyone seemed like they had a good time. Breakfast with the Easter Bunny is scheduled to go off without a hitch. And just this week, we're starting to get people to inquire about the 4th of July parade. End report.
Thank you. Report of the administrator.
I sent out a report this afternoon. I had come up with a number of different things I wanted to update the board about. So I put a lot of my notes in there. However, I will make note that we have begun the auditing process. We are submitting the required documentation to Baker Tilly, and we will have everything set for them when they come out in the first week of April. The utility billing has been complete for the first quarter, so we have those bills out. Those are due March 27th, and they do reflect new sewer rates from MMSD and the village. And I'm also going to be next quarter putting out an insert in the bills that will allow people to sign up for ACH auto withdrawals for the utility billing, so they do not need to worry about getting stamps and envelopes and all that jazz. Hopefully making the process a little bit more streamlined for people. And then we are going to be meeting with some monument sign companies tomorrow along Hampton Avenue and at the park to answer questions and have them take a look at the sites so they can get a more accurate bid and cost put together. And we did extend that timeline to the 21st of March, I believe. So they can get that documentation in there and get together some more accurate costs for us. Besides that, and report.
One quick question on the signs. Did we get pretty good response so far on that?
I know that we have for sure 2 companies. I am not sure of anybody else that has pulled. Those are just 2 companies that have communicated with me directly. Ben High said that he did not see additional companies pulling any of the plans as of yet. It seems like we've had significant interest in our road project, however, and that is going out. We're actually going to be opening bids this Thursday for that.
Okay, thank you.
Are we going to be talking about the Chase Bank occupant per your weekly update? Are we going to be talking about that at all?
I was not planning on doing a quick update. However, if you have any questions, I can certainly answer them at this time.
Okay, I was just curious as to what people think about it.
That probably should be a separate agenda item. Just because that could be a whole different issue. I think that should be a separate item, to be honest, so. We can
I can
circle
put
back.
that on
on
the
that.
agenda for a future date. Because I don't think that that's going to be coming anytime soon. It's going to be probably a little bit longer of a term. Because they still have to go through the whole closing process of the building if they're even going to buy it. They haven't even confirmed with me that they're going to be buying it.
Yeah, so it might not even be an issue. We'll put that on a later agenda. New business, discussion and possible action on application for Class B beverage license for Derby District LLC.
Yes, so we had the sign permit for this company the last round of meetings. They are just changing their LLC name from Scoops to the Derby District. They turned in their alcohol beverage license application, and this basically will allow them to start purchasing liquor with their wholesalers under this new name. And I do have a detailed description of the premises in there, and it has been properly noticed according to state statute.
So this is kind of just housekeeping.
Correct. This is just, it's the same owner, Tempula. It's the same basically business, just a new LLC.
And the version we got, it's minor, the packet is redacted, correct? Online versus the one we got? As far as you know?
As
Or-
far as I know,
You might
yeah,
wanna just double,
it
I
should
forgot
have
to,
been.
okay. Okay. All right, did anyone have any questions on that? That's basically the same people, just a different name. Different
So right,
business,
it's just a name change, correct?
yes.
Correct.
Are we sure? I just want to make sure that we've got all the details covered because they've had numerous changes recently. They went to food and beverage. They've got a new LLC. They've shifted over their alcohol license. Is there anything else? Is there a sign? There's just a lot of stuff going on when you change a business name like this. I want to make sure they got everything covered.
Yep, the sign permit was covered 2 weeks ago in building
Right.
board, and their occupancy we approved administratively since
Yep.
they were just changing their name and
Okay.
not the use.
So nothing in the cracks, you think?
Not that I know of.
All right.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the alcohol beverage renewal application for the Derby District LLC.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
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 All in opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
I heard Pat and Brad.
Okay.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Adjourned 6:08 PM. Thank you, everyone.